Bake Off 2018, what time is the Great British Bake Off on tonight? Channel and contestants. Paul Hollywood and Prue Leith returned to judge the Great British Bake Off 2018 last week. While ratings dropped in comparison with last year, 6.1 million people still tuned in to watch the baking completion. As usual, 12 nervous bakers took to the prestigious tent, where they had to take on 3 biscuit bakes. Sadly, it was Northern Ireland's Imelda McCarran who failed to impress with her biscuit selfie showstopper. Here is all you need to know about the next episode. Related articles: Great British Bake Off, when does the Bake Off 2018 start? Who are the contestants? Great British Bake Off's first text contestant reveals all about anxiety. The Rock reveals Bake Off dream as Hollywood hunk begs producers to get him on show. What time is the Great British Bake Off? You can catch the second episode of the Great British Bake Off tonight at 8 p.m. on Channel 4. The episode will continue until 9:15 p.m. This will be week 2 in the newest season of the Bake Off. What will the contestants bake this week? The 11 remaining contestants will take on Cake Week this week. First, the eager contestants will kick off with a crowd-pleasing signature challenge. It will be Prue Leith's first technical challenge, which will confuse contestants with an unusual ingredient. Finally, the bakers will take on an ambitious chocolate-collared showstopper. As usual, Sandy Toksvig and Noel Fielding will host and offer their amusing comments. Who are the contestants? Anthony Murdukes, 30, Anthony, a banker, describes himself as a Bollywood baker, after learning the trade from his father in India. Anthony's dedication to research is like our need for puns. In a single trip to Paris he once tasted 50 choux buns. Bryony Williams, 33, Bryony is a self-taught baker from Bristol. She was inspired by her nan's baking, because she never let anything defeat her. Bryony comes from Bristol and her passion is puff pastry. She learns techniques from the internet to keep her baking tasty. Dan believes baking is about the quest for perfection. When he creates a bake he's proud of, he has a huge sense of relief about Dan Beasley Harling. Dan Beasley Harling, 36, Dan is a self-proclaimed perfectionist who regards aesthetics as one of the most important things about bakes. Dan believes baking is about the quest for perfection. When he creates a bake he's proud of, he has a huge sense of relief. John Jenkins, 47, blood courier. John loves showy bakes, and likes wowing his friends with his creations. Welshman John loves family life and wears Hawaiian shirts. Dress sense doesn't matter when you make nice desserts. Karen Wright, 60, In-store sampling assistant Karen was inspired to take up baking by a local French patisserie when she was living in France. She lived there with her husband for 15 years. She now makes foot-long eclairs and delicious lemon tarts. Kim Joy, 27, Kim Joy, a mental health specialist, was born in Belgium to an English father and Malaysian Chinese mother, but grew up in London. Kim Joy's birthday is on World Baking Day, so she was clearly born to bake. For that fact alone, she deserves a Hollywood handshake. Related articles: Celebrity Big Brother's Emma Willis grills Roxanne Pallett in savage interview. Love Island's Montana reveals why white bikini was bad idea on Bear Grylls Island. EastEnders star reveals uncertain future as Kate Oates takes over. Luke Thompson, 30, Luke from Sheffield has been baking on his own since he was 10 years old. Luke works as a civil servant, plus a house and techno DJ. The tent could host a massive rave if he manages to get his way. Manon Lagrave, 26, software project manager. Manon was born and raised in France, where she learned to bake from her mother and grandmother. Manon was inspired to bake by London after moving there from France. She was quickly hooked on Bake Off. It was love at first glance. Rahul Mandal, 30, Rahul is a research scientist who grew up in Kolkata. He moved to the UK when he was 23 after being awarded a university scholarship. Rahul is a research scientist with an East meets West style of baking. His huge attention to detail means his cakes could be structurally breathtaking. Ruby Bogle, 29, project manager. Ruby is the youngest child of an Indian family with 4 children. Ruby's time at university kicked off her love of baking. Compared with 7 housemates to feed, Bake Off isn't such an undertaking. Terry, 56, Terry has a background as a prosthetic technician, and is interested in the precision, science and flavor of bakes. Terry's a retired air steward with a background in fine art. He hopes to fly high in the tent and bake a damn fine tart.